So today I'm following up on last week's video about when he says that he wants space. Sometimes we start to think maybe separating is the answer, right? I'm Coach Carol, Master Certified Life Coach and Marriage Coach, and really wanted to chat with you before you make the biggest decision of your marriage, before you pack a bag and before you say, maybe we just need a break. I want to share something with you that most couples never hear. Only 10 to 15% of couples who separate ever reconcile. That means that 85 to 90% never find their way back. So if you're thinking about separating and maybe you're already living apart, please stay with me until the end of this video, because I want to show you a different path, one that saved my marriage after 26 years and brought us to a place of love and joy that we never imagined. So the truth about separation. Most couples believe that taking a break will help them clear their heads or reset the relationship. But statistically, separation is not a reset. It's a slide towards divorce. Not because couples don't love each other, but because, distance doesn't teach you how to do marriage differently. Space doesn't fix communication. Silence doesn't heal resentment. Living apart doesn't teach you emotional regulation, respect, or connection. So the real question is, what if separating isn't the answer? What if the answer is learning how to do marriage in a more empowered way with actual skills? Skills for mindset, skills for emotional regulation, skills for communication, skills for connection, skills that most of us were never taught. My husband and I were one of those couples who separated after 26 years of marriage. We were done. We were hurting, disconnected, living separate lives. But today, we're celebrating 36 years of love this year, and our marriage is better than ever. We are one of the miracle couples who reconciled, but not by accident. We reconciled because I changed the way I did marriage and because I got a coach to learn things that I never learned otherwise. And I want to share exactly how. So 5 of these shifts really that saved my marriage. The first was that I stopped blaming him and I got on my own paper. For 26 years, I tried to change him, and all that did was make me more of a victim. Finally, I humbled myself and looked at what I was contributing. My tone, my control, my resentment, my expectations, everything shifted. I rediscovered my true self, the woman that he fell in love with way back when, and I wrote a completely new story as I changed. So number 2 is that I shifted from anger to gratitude. I learned that we always get more of what we focus on. So instead of replaying everything that he did wrong, I started looking for the good, celebrating the wins, noticing the effort. And slowly, love began to grow. And number 3 was, as I did this, I became a safe space for him, right? And then we drew closer. And as I healed myself, as I regulated my emotions, as I softened, I became a place where he felt safe again. And when a man feels safe, he comes towards us. And so in number 4 is really that I started to own, I really owned my faults and I apologized for being disrespectful. It was very humbling, but it opened a door to deep healing. As I cleaned up my side of the street and took responsibility, apologized for ways that I had disrespected him, that simple act softened both of our hearts in a big, big way. And then 5, I really leaned on God and let him heal me first. I didn't have the strength on my own to do all this work, but God did. And as I surrendered, as I prayed, as I let him reshape my heart, again, our marriage transformed. So, if you want to know all the shifts that restored peace, happiness, and love in my marriage, you're going to want to grab a copy of my upcoming new book, Renew, 8 Powerful Shifts to Restoring Peace, Happiness, and Love. It's coming soon, but you don't have to wait to start learning because separation's not going to be your answer. You can start right now with my free 10-day email course to become an irresistible wife. And so the link is down in the video description. It's the perfect first step if you're hurting, confused, or wondering if your marriage can be saved. Before you separate, before you give up, before you assume your marriage is too far gone, please hear this. You are not powerless. Your marriage is not hopeless, and God is not done writing your story. This is when you get to choose your faith over your fear. I'm living proof that reconciliation is possible, even after years of pain. And I'm here to walk with you every step of the way. If this video encouraged you, make sure to like, subscribe, and share with another wife. But most of all, go to my website at createmyhappymarriage.com and opt in, choose a date, come meet with me, let's talk. And I'll listen to your story. I'll hear where you're at, and I'll let you know how coaching can help. I couldn't have done it without a coach. I couldn't have. And God, right? Totally needed God. I'm Coach Carol, and I am standing for you, creating a legacy of love, not just for you and your hubby, but for your children. Your children didn't ask to be born. They did not ask to be born. And they do deserve you doing all you can to restore love in your home. We'll talk soon.